Already, second XLN Draft. Um, Last time I played Blue-Green Merfolk. Let's take a look at what we got going on here. Alrighty, so I see Ruin Raider. Next up. Okay, so this is just an aggressive Dark Confidant type creature. The gold Merfolk, which is okay. This is a tempo-based kind of Merfolk strategy. Let's see, a vampire thing. I'm thinking I take this Ruin Raider. It does kind of commit me to, if I'm playing it, I probably need to be aggressive and black. But even if I don't play pirates, like this is fine like vampires also. This is the kind of card, like it's a fine rare, and there wasn't anything like amazing. Like I may have taken Lightning Strike or something over that, but there was nothing amazing compared to it. So it's worth being aware that that exists. Alright, so there's Ranging Raptors, which is a cool dinosaur card. There's some vampire stuff going on here. But I'm going to take this Thematic Compass. I know I had it last time and it didn't do anything, but I think it's actually a pretty good card. It's still cheap, which is nice. It doesn't exactly go with the Ruin Raider, but I think this is the strongest card in the pack, though Pounce and Ranging Raptor are also very good cards. Let's take the Thematic Compass. Let's see what we open. This is the kind of rare, though, I'm willing to decommit to this one pretty quickly if I find some like good large stuff. Like I think I would play maybe 1/5 and 1/6 drop in a deck with Ruin Raider, but like you gotta minimize the amount of damage you're taking with this guy. Yeah, if you're Dark Confidanting and it's actually like working, that's great, but you need to, like, if it's working, it's because you're taking them to cheap stuff. Alright, that's a mythic, but I'm not going to take that. Alright, so what do we got here? This is where the fun starts. Alright, so the Sleek Schooner is the first thing that immediately comes to mind. Sleek Schooner. Unfriendly Fire is a removal spell. That's also good. Ixali's Diviner, I think Sleek Schooner. I think it's cheap and it's reasonably aggressive. It goes with the Ruin Raider. It even enables the Ruin Raider because the Ruin Raider can crew this, and this can attack safer than the Ruin Raider because it's +1/+1 bigger. Alright, so I see Branchwalker as a good card. I see Hoarder. I'm going to take this Branchwalker. It's still cheap, so I can play like black-green. And I think it's enough better than this that I'd rather have this in my deck. Alright, so here's where the questions start. Not playing Blinding Fog. So there's Inspiring Cleric, which is cheap and does vampire stuff. I don't really have any vampire stuff going on right now. There's Ixali's Diviner, there's Direfleet Interloper. So these are the two cards that stick out to me. I think I would rather have a Direfleet Interloper because it synergizes with both of my cards, whereas Ixali's Diviner, while cheaper, only synergizes sort of with the Merfolk Branchwalker. So I'm going to take the Interloper. They both explore, but this is a nice raid enabler. Alright, here's where an actual question shows up, I think. So, there's the Archer, which is fine but not aggressive. There's the Skin Shifter, which is medium at best. And there's the Pirate's Cutlass. So far I've got 2 Pirates and 1 Scout. I think the Cutlass is where I want to be. Can enable some pirate stuff. I definitely don't have, like, I think I'm leaning towards black, but I've only got 3 colored spells in my deck so far. So I'm not committed to a color. You know, I feel like black is a fine place for me to be right now, but I'm not like black, I'm not aggressive. That kind of pushes me towards pirates. There wasn't really anything great in that pack. Like the Tiltanali Skin Shifter is cool, but it's not like it's not amazing. Alright, so we got here Castaways, Paladin, Whiptail, Alright, so I actually have 3 artifacts already in play, so I think this might be okay. I'm going to take this Desperate Castaways. I think it's a fine 2-drop. Especially if you can get some treasure enablers going. You know, looks like I'm in black. I'm going to prioritize, like, you know, contract killing and stuff, which will give me some sweet value. So far, just some low to the ground stuff. I'm looking for some sort of finisher eventually. I mean, it's not like super relevant at the moment. All right, so J Guardian, which is God, it's medium. I think I'd rather have this Cobbled Wings, honestly. I'm gonna try this. I've seen it every time I've seen it. It's been good. If I'm playing a more aggressive-ish deck to make this Ruin Raider good, the Cobbled Wings can help because it gives your creature flying, which lets it attack with some impunity. Like, imagine Cobbled Winging this Interloper. It's probably unblockable. Flying Menace is just like, you need 2 flying blockers. It's not happening. So yeah, this is things are looking okay. I know the Thematic Compass kind of like Maze of Iths, which is like what's the word? It's like a defensive measure, but this is still kind of valuable because it can sort of fix your mana a little bit. All right, so this time I take Dire Fleet Hoarder. Second Cutlass is kind of like cute, but I'd rather have this guy. Just if I'm playing an aggressive-ish, raidish deck, I only have 1 green creature, so I don't need to necessarily commit to green. I have it. It's Explorers. It's fine. This is a good card, and it fits what I'm doing. Don't get me wrong, but if I open up some sweet rare in a different color in the next pack, I'm not exactly committed to green. Okay, so God. There's nothing in here that like synergizes. I guess I'm gonna take the Duress for the sideboard. Actually, no, I'm gonna take this Headstrong Brew for the sideboard. That might be good. That's actually an aggressive pirate. Queen's Bay Soldier is fine. I'm gonna leave these 2 to the side. Yeah. Alright, so there's some green cards coming here at the end of the pack, which is worth noting. Demolish is never entering my deck. But we're black something. There's some green cards, but like only the Branch Walker interests me in green, and only the Brute interests me in red. So I have landed myself in an enviable position where I've got 9 cards of 1 color that are all fine. You know, like I could easily lose this, and that's okay. All right, so Glacial Fortress is not the end all be all answer to my color problem. Fire Cannon Blast is, though. I think this is what I take. I'm already attacking. It's a little awkward that it kills big things after you attack. So what I'm looking for at this point are aggressive creatures or cheap flyers. So blue and red strike me as the great colors to be in now. That's awful. Alright, so alright, so I'm gonna try red. Black-red pirates. So nothing great here. Nothing great here at all. God. You know, I'm Eyes Green again with this New Horizons. Maybe I can play like big green stuff, but I'm trying for black-red. Yeah, it's a little awkward. Alright, this is bad. This is good though. So it's either this aggressive dinosaur, or it's this like main deck hate card. So are all my creatures pirates? Almost entirely. I'll take this. It's a good way to beat down like the vampires deck, which masses a ton of tokens. I need some more cheap creatures. I'd like them to be pirates, because, and especially not because of the fiery cannonade. Things I'm looking forward to, contract killing, dark nourishment, just some like big removal spells. Unconditional is the name of the game here. Granted, the fire cannon blast kills almost every single dinosaur except like the white one. That's like a 1/7. But just want some more ways to interact with my opponent, and I need some more aggressively caustic creatures to push through a victory. A flyer wouldn't hurt either. What do we got here? Another headstrong brute. That seems pretty good. Alright. Yeah, there's some good stuff here. This is okay, honestly, but I like this. It's aggressive, it's a pirate. That's what we're doing. Aggressive pirates. I don't really have a whole lot of treasure. I got this guy. I got this guy to like do some mana fixing. So I've got to I pick up a couple more treasure enablers. I can do some minor splashing in like blue or something for some of the better blue pirates. Got a couple of green cards still, but not enough to make me like dinosaur or something. Though I do have the Wombo combo. But now I'm getting good removal. So I need to see what we open. Alrighty. So there's two options here. There's the Direfleet Hoarder, which is fine, or there's the Skullduggery, which is a nice way to interact. I think I'm going to take this on the grounds that this is only okay, and I can probably wheel one of these, this guy or this guy. That's not good. Alright, so this is like the end-all be-all for combat tricks in this format. You're playing an aggressive-ish deck, that's kind of what you're looking for, things like this, where like you can really run up the score, as it were. Alright, so Nest Robber is my card of choice. Tasty, it's red, it attacks. Dies to fiery cannonade, but it's still pretty good. So you need to maybe pick up one more card before I go to the next pack. That's all I kind of need. I would like to see. I'd like to see contract killing. I'd like to see the black red uncommon. And just a couple more creatures. My non-creature spell count's getting pretty up there. You know, I can cut some of these things. I don't want to cut the artifacts too much because I got this Desperate Castaways, which is, you know, artifact reliant. But like, I got a pretty cheap curve going on right now. Alrighty, what do we got here? So it's this guy. No. Alright, play the Desperate Castaways. That's fine. Another Desperate Castaways. Makes artifacts pretty good. Makes treasures pretty good. Nice thing is, like, you can like turn 2 Desperate Castaways, turn 3 Cobblewings equip, and that lets you just. It's a 2/3 flyer on turn 2. That's pretty good. Plus, just getting the last few points of damage, and with some of these menace creatures and big guys. It's the nice thing is I have kept my curve low for this Rune Raider. I wasn't like super trying to, but I was definitely been keeping it in mind. Alright, so I can take the Opt. I can take this Rummaging Goblin. The Rummaging Goblin doesn't really fit with my plans. The Opt's sorted better if I could cast it. I'm gonna take the Rummaging Goblin. I'm not looking to play it though. But I will. I will if I have to. It works. There's a goblin, it rummages. It turns extra lands into attacking creatures, which is nice. Okay, so I got two choices here. I got this Sure Strike, Combat Trick, or Nest Robber. I'm gonna take this Nest Robber. I know it's not a pirate, but these are kind of like replaceable I'm more inclined to just like dink in there with them. Let me take the Blight Keeper. Probably not going to play it, but if I need some cheap raid enablers, I got them. Yeah, Skyblade of the Legion, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Chances of me playing someone in this pod are non-existent, pretty much, and I'm not really looking to. Alright, Ryle. Probably don't want it, but if I need a cheap cycler, got a cheap cycler. Yeah, swashbuckling, I guess. But someone's still taking their time choosing cards at this part of the pack. Alright, dog down. Okay. Mountain. Yep. Alright, so see if I can get a good rare. Would be nice. Be cool to get Admiral Beckett Brass at this point. Could work my way to some treasures to enable. Alright, so what we got here? We have Charging Monster Star and nothing else. So this is kind of like a curve topper. It's good. This is a good card, but it's not like great, and I don't really have a way to enable a 7-mana white card. So Charging Monster Star, curve topper, Monster Extraordinaire, Monster Star Extraordinaire, in fact. That pack was pretty bad for me otherwise. There's not really a whole lot that's going to wield them. Maybe like, oh boy, that made it back. Which is okay. No sick rare. Sadness. That's okay. I got a Monster Star. It is Monstrosaurus. Ooh, that, however, there's nothing secretly amazing in this pack. Nope. Captivating Crew. This fits what we're doing. It's aggressively costed. It attacks. It active treasons. Yeah, that's pretty good. It is sorcery speed, but that's okay. Helps us get through the last few points of damage by just borrowing some of their blockers. So, I've got a couple of choices here. There's not a whole lot of treasure makers that I've encountered, so the Cutlass, the third Castaways, or this Cutthroat, which I think is just worse. So it's between these two. Castaways and the Cutlass. I have 4 artifacts. I think I want the Castaways again. I have 3 of them now. Alright, so there's Deathless Agent. There's another Castaways, which I'm going to take. Alright, so I'm now going to take like another 5th artifact very highly. Or some way to make a treasure token. Anything really to just turn on these Castaways. Because if they're attacking on turn 3, they're actually really good. At this point, I'd probably take the mediocre prying blade equipment just to enable these guys. Alright, so what am I? 34? So we're 4 cards into the pack. That's not too bad. Still have 4 packs to go. Yeah, four packs of new cards to go. Alright, I'm going to take this March of the Drowned. Just double recursion. Seems pretty good. I may not play this. I'll be looking inside it against removal heavy matchups and the like. Alright. I guess I'll put a duress in the board in case I'm playing some slow control deck with some sort of ridiculous win condition. Revel in Riches or something. Yeah. Alrighty. So let's see what else this draft has for us. Things are coming together pretty nicely though. Jeez, another Desperate Castaways. I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, a 5th artifact would be great. one of those prying blades wheels or something, I'd be pretty happy. I'm always going to have this in play at this point. So enabling it is critical. I'm actually going to be a little worried if this guy flips. I might play 24 spells though also, so there's that. Alright, this is my pack wheeled. There's nothing in here for me, so I'm just going to take this Glacial Fortress, sell back for some ticks after the event. I don't think I'll want this, but it's a perfectly acceptable sideboard card against some sort of insano flip land. Fire Fleet, Feather Fleet Firebrand. That's a fine 2-drop. I'll take Buccaneers. Oh, I don't think I'm playing it currently. Perilous Voyage, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Looks like that Prying Blade's knocking a wheel, which is kind of surprising. But yeah. Okay. Alright, so I'm not saying I'm in trouble, but I need to be acutely aware that I need to have these guys active. There anything I desperately want? I could definitely stand to like run a Rummaging Goblin. I don't know what I would replace it with. I think. So what's the worst card in my deck? Alright, I'm going to cut this Queen Space Soldier. I'm going to replace it with a Rummaging Goblin. I think making sure I have artifacts in play for my guys is a big deal. And I'm going to add some basics. And I'm going to get ready for round 1. See you then.